Hello students, I am going to explain you today chronic inflammation. What is the chronic inflammation? See, chronic inflammation is defined as prolonged process in which tissue destruction and inflammation occur at same time. Okay? Tissue destruction and inflammation occurs at same time. Destruction will be there and inflammation is also going on. It is called chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation may result either following acute inflammation or either after its recurrent attacks, or may starts afresh और de novo means ये नया भी स्टार्ट हो सकता है. A few general features of chronic inflammation are infiltration by mononuclear cells, monocytes and macrophages, tissue destruction and proliferation of blood vessels and fibroblasts. Proliferation of blood vessels and fibroblast. As you know, fibroblast is for healing process and new blood vessels for generating healing. So the healing process will also be there, and destruction by monocytes and all will be also there for phagocytic nature. Then chronic inflammation may produce systemic feature such as fever, okay, fever will be there, anemia, leukocytosis, raised ESR, and development of secondary amyloidosis in long standing cases. Okay, amyloidosis will be there for long standing cases. So chronic inflammation is of only two types. Okay, two type: non-specific inflammation, non-specific inflammation, or like inflammatory reactions will be there, but a specific type of chronic inflammatory reaction is not there. Like this is called chronic example. You can say example of the chronic non-specific inflammation is chronic osteomyelitis, chronic ulcer, lung abscess. The mainly chronic inflammation is of granulomatous type. Okay, all the chronic inflammation is of mainly granulomatous type, like in tuberculosis, leprosy, syphilis, actinomycosis, sarcoidosis. Okay, sarcoidosis. So granuloma will be there. The main typical granuloma in sarcoidosis is not there, but granulomatous infection will be there. So why typical sarcoidosis granuloma is not there? Because in sarcoidosis, because caseation is not there. Caseation necrosis is not there in middle. Okay, so I will tell you later when I will teach you sarcoidosis and syphilis and leprosy and tuberculosis. But I am going to explain you what is the granulomatous inflammation. Okay, granulomatous inflammation is circumscribed like this. You can say like circumscribed collection of epithelioid cells. What is epithelioid cells? These are epithelial like cell. This is called epithelioid cell. Okay, this is called, and it's a macrophagy or phagocytic nature is very dull or low, but they secrete some secretions, so it helps to digest the bacterium or agent. This is bacterium, okay, this is bacterium, and this is caseation necrosis. In between, the fatty acid will be there, and why the fatty acids and cell will be necrosed, and this is the necrotic area, and this produces cheese-like material. That's why this area called caseous necrosis area. Okay, caseation necrosis, cheese-like material will be in the center there. So the epithelioid cells, collection of epithelioid cells surrounded at periphery by lymphocyte cells. Okay, lymphocyte T helper cells and CD4 cells. Okay, lymphocyte cells, and may contain a few multinucleated giant cells. Multinucleated giant cells, how they make, कैसे बनते हैं? They giant cells are formed by fusion of adjacent epithelioid cells, and may have 20 or more nuclei. Okay, these nuclei may be arranged at the periphery like horseshoe, जैसे उसका हॉर्स का शू होता है वैसे horseshoe, or as a ring. Okay, or may cluster type का भी हो सकता है, clustered at the two poles. This is called Langhans giant cells. A granuloma is formed. This is granuloma. So how it formed? So granuloma is formed as a host inflammatory response to poorly degradable agent by eliciting delayed type hypersensitivity reaction, like type 4 reaction. Okay, इनकी वजह से ये ग्रैनुलोमा स्टार्ट होता है. Students, you can say the granuloma. What is the granuloma? Granuloma is the area where the agent and macrophages, types of macrophages, fights each other. So this is the battlefield of the bacterium and macrophages. ये आपका क्षेत्र है लड़ाई का, जिसमें आपके मैक्रोफेजेस भी आ रहे हैं, सारी तरह के टी लिम्फोसाइट्स भी आ रहे हैं. देन दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्रैनुलोमा. सिंपली यू कैन से दिस इज द फाइट बिटवीन मैक्रोफेज एंड बैक्टीरियम. ओके, दिस इज बैक्टीरियम. सो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ग्रैनुलोमा involves engulfment of the invading agent, okay, invading agent by macrophages, failure to degrade the antigen, morphologic change of macrophages to epithelioid cells, and incoming CD4 plus T lymphocyte cells, which elaborate various cytokines. क्या करते हैं? cytokines, which contribute to proliferation and activation of cell. ये हेल्प करते हैं proliferation के लिए और activation of the cells के लिए करते हैं, हेल्प करते हैं. A granuloma, जैसा कि मैंने पहले भी आपको बताया, a granuloma may have necrosis in the center. May have, I am saying may have, may not have, in like sarcoidosis, and calcification and fibrosis will be there only, and hard tubercle will be there, or sorry, hard granuloma will be there. Okay, so a granuloma may have necrosis in the center, eventually heals by fibrosis. This is fibroblast cell. This is fibroblast cell. Okay, so it continues doing fibrosis for healing also. So this area is near about a 1 millimeter area called granuloma. Okay, so granulomatous disease include infections. In many infections like fungal infection, bacterial infection, or parasitic infection, okay, will be there, and autoimmune inflammatory reactions में भी होगा and foreign body reaction में भी होगा. Okay, so this granuloma indicates the chronic inflammatory process is happening. Okay, in all your tuberculosis, sarcoidosis, actinomycosis, and any chronic disease which have granulomatous inflammation, okay, granulomatous inflammation, they have granuloma. The granuloma, don't confuse with the oma, suffix of the oma, like this is not cancer, दिस इज़ अ स्यूडो कैंसरस. मतलब आपको ये लगेगा कि ये कैंसर का वो है, बट दिस इज़ नॉट कैंसर बिकॉज ऑफ ओमा सफिक्स. दिस इज़ ओनली सिंपल ग्रैन्युलर फॉर्मेशन by the macrophages to the agents, and this is called granuloma. Okay, so this is all about your chronic inflammation. And students, you can go with your books to differentiate with the chronic inflammation and acute inflammation. Will be the more comfortable to understand. Okay, so this is all about chronic inflammation. Next time I will tell you the examples of the chronic inflammation. Okay, thanks.